No thanks.
All right, we're finally here. Sorry for the delay.
Let's go.
That's my fault because I told that guy right there the wrong fucking time. My fault. So, for everybody who doesn't know, this is our homeboy Will from the Hollywood Kippax. It looks like we've already got a shit ton of comments in here. Chad, you can suck a dick. I'll put my terrible towel on anytime I fucking want. Y-E-T-S. Yes. All right, guys, we got a jam-packed episode for you tonight. We're going to be talking with Will about the Wolves review. Before we do that, we're going to intro you. Bye.
Hi.
Will's still in that bitch.
Everybody, welcome to the Snobby Boy Podcast. I'm your host, Colby. The guy on the far side over there, that's Joe. And then the guy there in the middle, that's Will. He's joining us tonight. He's joining us tonight from the Hollywood Kippax. Welcome, sir. It is so good to see you.
The fucking boys. God damn it, man. I miss you guys, dude.
I fucking miss you too, man. It's been fucking
Hell yeah.
It's been a little too long.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
it has, man. Ohio's been too long.
Yeah.
Because my heart belongs in Ohio.
Yes. Little Hawthorne Heights, baby.
Emo That's kids.
Yup.
I was one too. I was one too. Geez, so yeah, we got a jam-packed episode for you tonight. We're reviewing Wolves. We're also going to be doing a little Q&A with Will, just asking him some off-the-cuff questions. And then we're going to do some bro talk, and then we're going to finish it off with some Who's That Baller?
Oh, I love
First guest.
And I love ballers.
There was almost a joke there I was going to roast you for, but you finished it correctly with ballers.
Man, I heard it in my head. I heard you say it, and you're a good man.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
All right.
God damn.
All right. Love everybody that's in the comments tonight. Thank you for already posting stuff in there. We see that Alex is in the chat with us tonight, so that'll be fun to interact with.
There we go. Alex Milije.
Hey.
Now we got to get Cam in there too, so they can argue in the comments.
Oh yeah, where's he at?
I love that.
I need Cam here tonight. Cam, are you in here tonight, bro?
Cameron is so cool.
Oh man. So Wolves, right? Rules.
Sure.
Let's talk about that starting lineup. Yeah, there was a lot of complaints that I saw, specifically with the midfield. But let's take it layer by layer. So back end we had Eddie, of course. Then we had Yasko, we had Ruben, we had Stonesy, we had Rico. Solid line. Solid line. Loved all of it. Midfield. Yeah.
Kova, Gundo, Bernie.
Good, yeah. It could have been better.
I think a lot of people wanted Phil, right? A lot of people
I think everybody wanted Phil, and we'll dive hard into that later. And then, of course, up front, we had Doku, Savio, and Holland. Now, first things first, especially with the forward positions, guys. That was a lot of pace to be putting up against Wolves. I didn't really think it was necessary. Moreover, the fact that Pep put them on opposite sides from what their natural positions are. That was a little frustrating. How did you feel about that, Will?
How'd you guys? Okay, first of all, where'd you guys see the formation and the players that were playing today? Where do you guys get them from?
Where do we? Well, we source from many places, But as far as like, are you talking about predicteds?
When I saw the game, you know how in the beginning they show the players, the pictures, and the movements.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Formation.
where the
Okay.
lineup is. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a 4-2-3-1. I saw 4-2-3-1. I don't know what did you guys see.
I
That's what
mean,
people
I
were
don't think it
posting?
was.
Yeah, because
I
I saw Kovacic and Gundogan by themselves in the middle, and then I saw Doku, Bernardo, Savio, and then I saw Erling Haaland by himself on top. So that's why I saw the 4-2-3-1. So I'm just trying to see if you guys got something different than me.
Well, the majority of the match was played around the Wolves' 18-yard box. So,
Right.
and the formation for
line,
us
bro.
kind of goes out the window at that point because it turns into just passing the ball back and forth. Yeah, exactly. And Bernie was clearly given free roam to go wherever he wanted to today because he was popping up out wide. He was making runs in behind. He was kind of all over the place. And then Gundo and Kova were kind of holding the line at times. But at that point, when we're playing like that, I mean, Gundo's pushed up even with Holland, Bernie's floating, and then it's really like Ruben and John are the almost up there with Kova as the pivots because they're so high up and they're pressed so far back. So formation wise, and they didn't really spend much time on the ball either. I think we had it for damn near 80% of the match.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you see where we're supposed to start and where Pep wants them, but at that once the flow of the game started, it was much different.
When I saw the players and their assigned positions, I was like, "Oh damn, okay." I see a 3 behind Haaland today, and I mean today it was nothing about Haaland today, brother. It was nothing. You know, the guy didn't get exactly what he wasn't the expected Haaland that we expect every damn weekend. You know what I mean? Today, honestly, the guys that were goal horny today were Savio for me. God damn, he was hunting for a goal so bad, dude, and he could not get it, brother. And come on, Gavardiol needed to remind us, hey, I am that guy. Hey, remember me?
He's motherfucking Rolls Royce.
Yeah, remember me? The guy that can score goals outside the box? Hey, I can still do these, you know what I mean?
That is his spot too, man.
Yeah.
Like right there at the left side of the 18-yard box, dude. Like, can we just get him the ball every time, especially when we're dealing with this low block? Like, there's nothing that we have formulated, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit as we get further into the match about how we can, but we cannot break the low block past the 18-yard box, and it's ridiculous. Savio did create chances. Doku tried to create some chances today.
Yeah,
there was a lot of direct play, which I was fine with, but there was nothing coming from it.
No end product.
Nothing. No end product. It felt like we were just like half trying in some cases. And I don't think that this was our best showing, especially against a 20th place team. We're talking about the bottom of the fucking table.
They got 1 point, I think.
Like,
not great.
As a betting man, always, and it's, I mean, come on, you guys can agree with me. We always get punched first. Everybody scores on us first.
This year.
And that's when we decide to shake our heads and be like, oh, shit, let's play this game, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, hey man, hats off to Semedo for that fucking pass, dude. He took a page out of Kevin De Bruyne's book, and that was just an amazing pass, dude. I couldn't shit on
that. The ball in the 7th minute was great.
Yeah,
but Rico made it look a lot better by not tracking his runner.
Okay, I wasn't the only one that felt that way. And John Stones could have picked that up too, but he was not looking at that. Shit.
Yeah, Rico did not get goal side. He let that guy get behind him and didn't track that run. And Johnny was expecting him to be there, but as the center back, your job is to clear that shit out immediately and not let it get there. And he kind of just let it go. So great ball in because it was a difficult one to deal with, but in solid finish, the guy just had to put his foot through it, which was he didn't have to kill it. He just kind of get his foot on it. But we definitely contributed to to that one. That was not our finest defending. It seemed like they were not totally awake yet. At least Rico wasn't, and that's a shame because he's played extremely well all season, and he had a boo boo here that cost us one.
Yep.
And like you said, it's been like the theme this year as we go down early, like real early, within the first 5-6 minutes, which is not how you want to start, but you also have a shitload of time left to come back, and they've shown the ability, as champions do, to be able to fix that. And I kind of I wanted to point something out because I had a note that I took during the game about Holland as well, and I had same thing. He wasn't really looking like himself. I feel like between the players and him, they need to get him some early touches in the build-up, because we can't have him having his first involvement being like a goal-scoring opportunity in like the 20th minute, because he's not in the flow of the game. You're not, when you get your first touch that late, it's very rarely going to be a good one, and you're not going to really convert because he kind of whiffed on a couple. So I feel like he needs to be more aggressive in dropping in and connecting with play just to get a touch of the ball to get a little more comfortable. You know what I mean? Because he's not, and that's not, it's partly him, but it's partly them feeding him the ball a little bit too, and it's also the style of play that Pep is doing when we are facing that low block. Because what it seems to be is everybody gets pushed up and then we just knock it around. And there's not in that situation, there is literally no room for him to operate or receive a pass when we're playing such congested defenses. So I have some tactics that I was thinking on how we could combat this low block a little bit and put my Pep cap on a little bit.
Let's go. I'm for this. Let's do it.
And it leads to a question that I have for you guys too for later. When are you most likely to, like, I guess, score? When do we get scored on? It's always transition opportunities, right?
Yes.
Early.
We never have transition opportunities because we're always passing the ball around the box. So at times I feel like we are over reliant on just passing it side to side. Maybe we need to keep our center backs a little farther back, draw the defense out sometimes a little bit more, pass it around and move back to then go forward and create space in behind. Because Holland's strengths are his speed, his size, and running onto to longer through balls. But we can't utilize that aspect of him because we're never really in transition, because we're always keeping it right around the box. So I feel like at times we need to diversify a little bit, pull them away from the goal to find some opportunities to open up and space them out. Because right now we're just keeping everybody so compact in that little space. We need to spread out their defense a little bit more to create more room for guys to operate. That's how I'm feeling at this point.
Hey guys,
we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
If y'all don't know, that's my significant other and my son probably sitting there. So, hey guys. Dude, he scored the game winner today in his match, man. Holy hell.
There you go.
He brought a little tear to my eye after the match.
I got my number 5 on my Croc still, Aiden, so don't worry, it's still there. And it's definitely for Johnny Stones now.
Yes. not the original story.
No.
So I kind of feel a little bit differently than what Joe's going at. One of the things that I've noticed that when we've been able to score, we've been able to push the opponents in further into the box, right? Okay. I've seen that more often with us than trying to create from outside and then try to push back in. If we can somehow create more off-ball runs where it's people going in centrally and weaving in and out and pushing them back, and then creating that space between the 6 and the 18-yard box, boom, we score every time when we get in that position. So we can push that back line of the low block just a little bit further towards the 6. I really think that we can get in a little bit better on, especially with Foden. When we have Foden on, he loves to make those in runs. So why not, between him and whoever is on the left or on the left side of the pitch, mid central, whatever, them weaving back and forth through the line and just keep pushing them back just a little bit, and then boom, it opens space, bam, goal.
The only one making diagonal behind the runs today from that area was really Bernie. Like Gundo really wasn't making any late runs. He was just kind of stationary along the 18 with Holland, and it was not. There was no benefit of having them there except for you're clogging up the area. Bernie was the only one really making any like runs in behind, trying to create space or receive the ball in behind when their center backs got out of line and were giving us some space in there. So.
It's very frustrating.
For sure. Oh shit, my bad, dude.
No, you're good.
Go ahead. Oh, one thing for sure is that these teams that are scoring on us are taking the same class as the last team. You know what I mean? Because we have a specific formula, and these guys have kind of figured us out in the first half already. You know what I mean?
In the first fucking 5 minutes. They knew exactly what the fuck we were going to do, and we knew exactly what they were going to do. It's been happening to us all fucking season.
And it's just so... It's too bad that the Wolves didn't have their old forward. What's his name? Raul Jimenez.
Jimenez, yeah.
Because that guy fucking did great in Fulham when they scored those 2 goals on us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just it's not only the coach that's doing the downloading of our system, but it's also other teams and other coaches and other players that understand. Hey, I know what you guys do in the first half. You know what I mean? And it's just, we got to get stocked up a couple of times before we decide to get in the fight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Hence, second half.
So let's dive a little bit into the midfield selection. Kova, Gundo, Bernie. Bernie for me was an automatic pick for this, especially if you're going to go with a pacey forward or pacey forwards, I should say. Mm-hmm. I felt like he complemented that very, very well. Kova at this point, he really just needs to be an anchor at 6. He just needs to stay back. Now, that's not to say that he can't make runs in, because all of his runs that he's made this season have turned into something. So I do want to see him play out more, but today wasn't the day to do that. I don't know why. You know, days are days. They are what they are. My biggest complaint was having Ilkay start and not Foden.
I agree 100%.
I think I would have liked it. Yeah, I would have liked if Phil started and then Gundo comes in.
Yeah.
Against the team,
he would have served us much better as a sub than a starter in this one. Any day of the week, especially like we're talking about age difference here, that plays a little bit of a factor into it. But again, we're going at pace. If you're going to have as pacey of people up in the front, you need something to back it up a little bit. And Gundo's legs aren't what they were 3 seasons ago. So, you know, you got to pick and choose when he's the best option. And I don't feel like he was the best option for today, especially with how much youth-ish they have on Wolves.
We're against a team where we're going to obviously dominate possession.
Sure.
And we don't necessarily need like a Rodri style 6 because we're going to just have the ball. I don't think you necessarily needed a Kova and a Gundo in the same lineup because the two of them are similar in ways where so I think if you wanted Gundo, then drop Kova and play Phil. Or if you want to keep Kova, drop Gundo. You know, one or the other. We didn't really need both because we weren't going to be defending very much today. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to be a match where we were going to need to defend a whole lot. We were going to be, so we needed, and we knew what they were going to do. They're going to set up shop, low block, and we need more guys with off-ball movement, picking up spaces, and being able to keep and turn with the ball. And that's exactly what Phil provides us. And then when we made some of the subs in the second half, Gundo was continuing to stay on and Phil was coming in for others. And so I was like, it was an interesting choice. I'm glad we came away 2-1 to the good, but the lineup and some of the subs were interesting at times, but he knows more than we do. So this is just armchair quarterbacking after the fact with hindsight. You know what I mean? But I definitely, I'm with you. I think a Phil and Birdie front, you know, attacking mids kind of thing would have been the move to utilize the space appropriately.
Well, and I also don't think that we needed that much pace on the wings either. Like, I would have preferred more of a balance of somebody who's pacey and more direct, complemented with somebody like Jack. Like, when Jack came in, I felt like there was a bit of a momentum switch, especially with the forwards. Like, there was a little bit more cohesiveness where I felt like Savio was trying to do his own thing. Doko was trying to do his own thing. Holland was just kind of like, "What the fuck?"
Not getting a lot of service.
I don't know. I don't know what to do today. I don't think I'm gonna. And the times that he is on the ball, this is the one thing I cannot fucking stand about him. I mean, you boys know how much I love Holland.
Yeah,
I cannot stand when he's on the ball and he doesn't have professional ball skills. Okay. He does not know how to get the ball away from anybody. He knows how to get the ball taken away from him. And that's a problem, especially when you're that big. You should be, nope, bitch, that's my ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, being that tall, you have a lot of leg span, so it's easier to take the ball away from him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, he does have the leg span to get away. You know what I mean? And haul ass on your ass. You know what I mean? So.
But he does, but he doesn't know how to work in small spaces. Small spaces is just not his thing. And if you're going to be a tap-in merchant, as everybody likes to call it, like, the only way that you're really a tap-in merchant is if you know how to work in small spaces too. And he doesn't. Yeah. He only knows how to work in open spaces, and that's an issue. And I think that's something that he needs to evaluate in himself and say, you know what, I need to get better at that because I'm missing opportunities and I'm not creating the chances that I could typically be because I'm not better on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I do point out is, like, if you're gonna be that type of player, get involved with the play so that way you can get what you need. You know what I mean? Because if you're just up there waiting for your passes, you got other guys that can ball out too, waiting for their opportunity. You know what I mean?
Fucking Alex.
Oh, I see.
Is he really?
Alex,
is he really?
He doesn't like tight spaces.
He's been doing that all week. I just went to go see. I went to go see Dashboard Confessional the last weekend.
I saw that. So jealous.
And he was on his like, oh, did you hear about what's going on with the 115 charges? He's like, oh, if it all goes well, I think City could be vindicated of their problems. And I was like, I see what you did there.
Hands down, bro. That's going to be the outcome.
He was like, oh, yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. I was like, oh, yeah.
We can tell.
Oh, God.
We can tell. Steve, I'm not sure if you how early you jumped in, but that's exactly, you're spot on with what I was thinking was we need to get him early touches, even if it's just playing back and forth a little bit and playing, just getting some passes connected to him so he feels a little bit more engaged early. So that way he's ready to go the whole time.
Do you think, you know how like they put the starting lineup in the formation? He goes to look at the chart and he's like, oh man, that guy's playing. I'm not gonna get any goals today. You know what I mean? Or he sees certain people that are like, oh my god, that guy's up. Ooh, I'm gonna get some sweet fucking through passes today. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I wonder if that's the situation. They should do like the Manchester City, but like the Office style. You know what I mean? I would love that, dude.
Nick, he didn't get the service here because in the first half,
he didn't put himself in a place to get service either.
He wasn't helping by making off-ball runs, but when Dokes and Savio are inverted like they were in the first half, the attacking idea there is to get them shots from them cutting in on their dominant foot instead of driving the byline and putting crosses in. So that in the second half, that was the idea when Pep came out. When we come out at halftime, they flipped sides. Yep. And Savio was on the left, Doku was on the right, and it still wasn't working as well as we would have hoped. So when a striker doesn't get service, it's partially on the players delivering the ball. That's definitely part of it, but it's 100%. He needs to get himself in better spots. When you're 6'4" and you're getting, as many corners as we had, you need to be more of a presence too. But at the same time, he's getting double and triple teamed at times because when they're playing a back three like that, all three center backs are within the width of the 18 and occupying the spaces that he wants to be in. So that's kind of to my point where we if we want to take advantage of what he does well, sometimes we have to be okay with playing back a little bit more and opening some spaces up for him. So it's,
damn, big words, Steven. Called him a diva.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one.
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't even call him as much as a prima donna either. I think that he knows what he's capable of, but like I also feel like I guess maybe to the point of the diva, like there are days where he kind of feels like where he doesn't want to show up.
That's okay. I see it that way. Less so being demonstrative, but more so with maybe a lack of energy.
Right.
I got you now. That's a good explanation in reading between the lines, Colby. Thank you. I can see that a little bit.
I tried my best. But so first goal that totally caught us really off. We already talked about it. It really caught us off guard. Rico being that City of Possessed though for most of the that first half, and then of course when we come back, I believe is when Gavardiol. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be straight up with all of you today. I told Joe before we came on. I've had some bad nights of sleep last few nights. I woke up for the match this morning, was spry, realized that I didn't have creamer for my motherfucking coffee, so I fell asleep. I fell asleep during the first half because I was that bored out of my fucking mind, I guess, or just that tired. I'm not really sure which one. I'm going to go with the tired thing more so because,
Yeah.
You didn't have your morning cup of...
I saw the replay 2 hours later, dude. So don't feel bad.
Well, I don't blame you.
I expect that out of you. You're on the West Coast, bro.
That's 6 a.m.
Yeah. It's hard for us to do the 7 a.m. match.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah.
Sleep in, catch the replay for sure. No. Well, you honestly did miss a whole lot in the first half. Aside from the 2 goals, it was City possessed, occasional counter from Wolves. One time, I think they caught us out. Another time, and Eddie had to come out and had a 1v1 save opportunity in the 19th minute. So other than those 3 moments, it was mostly us possessing the ball, trying to find ways to break down the way they were defending. So Jose Sa had a couple of really nice saves. He hadn't played much for Wolves. They brought in a new keeper over the summer and was their new number 1. But he made a claim today because he made 3 or 4 really difficult saves. So scoreline could have been more if he hadn't played as well as he did. So kudos to their keeper for having a strong match, because sometimes the other team plays well, guys. Like we want City to play well, but sometimes you have to tip the cap to the other team for executing a defensive
game plan. Yeah. They really did have especially for being the bottom feeder on the table. Like they showed up for us, and that happens more often than not. And something that we've talked about literally like fucking clockwork on here is we play down to people. When are we going to stop doing that?
That's true.
We are so much more dynamic than what we put on the pitch at any given time, especially through the early part of the season. This may go back a few seasons, with the way things kind of culminate and build through the season. That's like Pep's MO. I'm not really that worried about the first 6 weeks. It's like after that, if we're not escalating, then we're in a shit place. But at least we're escalating.
We'll get there. We're never a well-oiled machine too early in the season,
and it should never be. Really, my opinion. If you are, then that means you're going to end up having injuries before
running out of gas. Yep, and running out of gas at the end. So he knows how to get us there.
We could say this only happens in the EPL because it's not like that in the Champions League for us.
Agreed, Alex.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to figure out life post Rodri. I mean, I've screamed for this too. Why don't we use Nunez as a big body type just like fucking Rodri? I mean, I see him playing really good in the wings, and I know that's why a lot of people are like, I don't know if I want him to steer away from what he's doing, but all in the same, like, he at least has better. I feel like he has better control of the ball than fucking Gundo does sometimes. I mean, Gundo, we trust Gundo because Gundo has done so much for us, right?
Yes.
Let's be real.
Yes.
We're still kind of living in the past with him, thinking that he can translate what he did 2 seasons ago to current state. I mean, he wasn't even doing that much of Barca, to be quite honest. So, I mean, he's had a big lull and gap of play times, and now I feel like he's even trying to reacclimate himself into the side, even though everybody, they all have good communication and shit. He isn't up to the same place he was. I've always been against going back and signing an X, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't ever feel like it fucking pans out that well.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different. We haven't seen the full scale of like whether he is or is not. I just want to make that clear. But all in the same, there's a lot, as I said earlier with Phil, like, why aren't we using Phil and we're putting in Gundo? Like, the gas tank's a little fuller, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would think so.
Yeah. We got to just use Gundo for the big games. He only comes through in big games and under pressure. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
Yeah. So
big facts.
And a game against the Wolves, there ain't much to, to worry about. Unlike the day today, you know what I mean? So
they could have had us. They could have had us if we would have just given the fuck up, and I'm glad that we didn't. That was the big thing, is that whole the fight till the end mentality, which we'll get to in a little bit with. You know what it is. We all know. We all know how it ended. We'll get there in a little bit though. Handshaking 35 unbeaten in this ring. Can you decode that for me?
It's like you said. That's a Rodri situation, dude. Yeah, he's not around, dude. So we gotta figure it out.
I think we will. It's just going to take time. It's still us greasing the wheels, if you will. We're going to have to play trial and error for a little bit until we figure out what is the best scheme or the best positioning for whoever is going to take up the 6. Because as we see, like you were asking earlier, what formations we see, like there's tons of people that put out a like a 4-1-2-3, right?
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
1. Right. So, and that's not really how we've been playing. I mean, especially with the way Rico is still playing inverted ball, we don't really have a true formation. I would think in my mind it's 3-2-4-1, like you said earlier, but it changes so much. There's so much rotation in who's where, when, and why, that we don't have a solid formation plan. I think that there's going to, again, with the whole taking time to figure it out, you got to play plug and play at this point. And it is what it is.
With all that and the changing of formation times, lineups being rotated, we're still 31 games unbeaten, folks. It's not that bad. And Steve, I was saying the same thing, and you could see Pep's face, or not Pep's, Bernie's face. Bernie was like, I hear you, coach. I want to go get my head checked out because I got a boot to the fucking face from Foden.
Oh, that's what
he had a big old yes.
Oh,
so and then Pep's like,
he caught a straight blow from fucking Foden, dude.
And Pep's over here like, good job, bro. And you can see Bernie's like, dude, I got hit on the fucking face. Let me go. I hear you, coach, but I need to go get some ice for this. Like, I stayed in the match. I didn't want to come out with a gash on my face from Foden.
Everybody
Let me go, bro.
Dead. Everybody was honestly. I don't. The fact that he stayed on,
I couldn't believe it.
Bernie's a fucking G for doing that shit.
Because Nunez was ready to go. Pep had him up. Was like, okay, go get him. And Bernie's like, bro, it's just a little blood. I'll wipe it off. Glue me up real quick. Whatever you had to do to stop the bleeding, and let's roll. I'm ready to go back out.
Yeah.
So that dude's a trooper. He is one tough SOB.
Yes, he is. Little Mighty Mouse, isn't he?
Facts.
Unlike De Ligt this weekend in the Manchester United game, that motherfucker was bleeding like crazy, dude.
I missed that one.
I didn't see that. I missed that.
Oh, he got cracked he got kneed in the head, I believe. And he kept playing throughout the game, and they kept having to take him out to wipe the blood off, and it was just too much, dude. So maybe like in the 45th minute, they pulled him out to get like tended to, and they got scored on in the last seconds of the first half. So they made it a big thing, like, hey, what the hell, you know? But it's like, dude, the league should not be playing like that. He looks like he just came from war, you know, like come on, dude, like he's bleeding out of his head like crazy. And this crazy thing is that since their jerseys are red, get wiping it with the jersey, and like you'll be like, "What? I'm good. I'm good." I'm like,
"Oh, you're not.
You're not. Oh, when you see those highlights, bro, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I should not have been playing."
I'm gonna have to check that out after we get off of here because that.
Yeah, that was bad. That was fucking bad, bro. But I mean, a little scratch in the forehead. Hey, good on Bernardo for that, bro. For real.
Well, and the med staff was out there almost fucking immediately, so that was good to see because I mean it was as soon as you saw Phil kick his head, you were like, that's probably not going to be too good.
And then you saw Bernie was like this, and he took his hands away. You saw like blood right here. I was like, oh shit, that's not going to be good.
Right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard this while we were watching the match. They like to call us cheating bastards. The whole match. That was fun to watch. Yeah, per usual. The big part of it though is the Nunes boos, right?
Those punk ass Wolves
over
fans.
Your fucking selves, Wolves. Like, dude, he moved on. You move on.
And can you blame him? You guys are in 20th fucking place.
Yeah,
of course he doesn't want to stay there.
Oh, he's a winner. He's a competitor.
He wants to play with the better players. I'm sorry. Like, call a spade here. Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Your club is a mid to lower table club. He wants to advance his career. You're going to bang on the kid for that? I hope you boo every other player that leaves your mid club. I just use mid for the young ones that are in the audience.
Yes.
But come on now. It's been a year. Over a year now. Move on. Stop living in the past. I wanted him to score so bad when he came on to be able to rub it in their little snub faces, man. Oh my God. But he played well when he came in. He made an impact for those last 10 minutes or so.
I can't believe a lot of good players.
Mm-hmm.
They have. In all fairness, they really have.
Yes. So treat all of those that left equally and don't just bang on Nunes, dude. Like Neto left.
Yep.
W Riz Energy, bro.
Got the Riz, bro.
We are so hip.
Oh, you guys got your
skibidi! Oh no, he pulled out the skibidi! Oh shit! Aiden, you in here, bro? My son will fucking have a field day with Alex and that.
Fellas, what's going on with this podcast now? You guys got skibidi. You guys got
Alex
Riz.
is selling so hard right now. You are selling so hard, bro.
Will has
I will not tolerate that
late.
slander.
What the fuck is mewing, dude?
That's this, bro. That's this thing. You do that because you're mewing. You're showing off.
Oh, dude.
Mewing is like showing off.
I just shaved my beard today, so it feels funny. But yeah, dude. That's crazy. Mewing, Riz, skibidi. What the giving? What's going on here, man? Real energy.
Well, yeah, see, like I said, sculpting the jawline, bro. That's what mewing is. This younger generation lingo is wild, bro. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And you're a teacher, so you would know this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Can we?
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, that's right.
He knows all this stuff from the kiddos.
He knows all the lingos.
Can
and
we
y'all
talk?
Probably fucking made it up out there, didn't you?
On God.
100.
On God.
On God, bro. No cap, son.
On God, bro. All right, man.
Can we talk about Johnny Stones?
Can we talk about Johnny Stones?
Johnny Stones. Dude, Captain Clutch now. Arsenal late winner, and now same thing. And can we talk also about Phil's ball in from the corner? What a ball that was!
Yeah,
right, perfectly whipped in, great pace, and all Johnny had to do was get his head on it,
dude.
And then the punk ass Gary O'Neill saying it was offsides, and then we had to go to VAR.
Yes. Yeah.
Bernie wasn't anywhere near the keeper. He moved out of the way, in fact. So, no, he was not interfering with the keeper. He was not offside. So,
that was a reach.
Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, I'm looking at y'all. Kick rocks with that bullcrap. We are not cheating. The refs are not helping us. Okay?
Yes.
No. We did not. It was very clear. And Arsenal fans, y'all had like 3 players bodying Eddie when the ball was being played into the box, and y'all want to cry about this? No, that's what we're not going to do, you hypocrites.
That was a reach from the coach, and he's lucky the referee gave him a little listen. But the soccer IQ on Bernardo to hit the ground on one knee,
to drop,
that was fucking crazy, bro. I was like, damn, he knew exactly what he was doing, dude.
Yep.
So yeah, that's crazy, bro. That was such a fucking reach, and I'm glad we finally get one for the boys. You know what I mean?
And he only spent 30 seconds over there looking at it, so it was like looked at it quick. He was like, all right, cool, dope. Not a offside situation. So
we've had various seasons where it doesn't go that way.
Big,
you know what I mean? So
yes,
that was a big one for us.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that at all.
And Bournemouth got him again.
Yeah, they got him again, brother.
Goddamn cherries.
I lost $50, but they got him again. I had my money on the Arsenal motherfuckers, and I can't believe they shit on the bed like that, dude.
That's what they do, bro. They let us down.
Jeez.
Or let you down.
Yeah.
They're bottlers, professional bottle jobbers.
Yeah.
But man, like Johnny's just making a habit now, dude. I love it. Love it. And you could see the reaction when he pointed to the spot saying that the goal stood. Do you guys see how passionate our boys were and excited as they were when that was announced?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the energy. Yes. Yeah. Gotta love that, dude. I love the energy that these guys have.
The funny part is when they called the VAR and Grealish was telling the ref, like, he's this tall.
It's like this. No way he's interfering with his view.
No way you can call it. And he's talking about Bernardo. That was fucking funny, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, but what a result. And I'm glad it ended up the way that it did, bro, because I tried to avoid the Instagram and I avoided the highlights. So when I watched the game, I was like, oh, my God. Johnny Stones is back. So shout out to Juan Piedras.
Yeah. We should have got a picture. We should have got a picture of the fucking shirt to put up for tonight. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, man. All right. So let me ask you guys. We've got a couple minutes left in the half. So let's discuss who should have been the man of the match in this one. And I'm going to give you 2 options. Foden or Stones?
Stones.
I'm with Will.
Stones?
Johnny
I was
going
to give it to Gavardiol, but since you gave me 2 decisions, I'm going with Stones.
Although he did open up the scoring for us, which was great. At that point, it was like fucking necessary.
Banger.
It was a banger, but at that point, it was necessary. And now we're at that point, Stones, us needing that goal to fucking finish it off. Yeah.
Both the team and him needed that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. That was much more than just a W. That was a moral victory, especially there at the end, having to cap it with Johnny Stones. It could have been a bigger statement had we scored more goals in this, yes. But all in the same, the fact that he showed up at the right time, not once this season, but now twice. Is he going to continue this run of play? I really hope so, because especially with how injury proneness he is, like, it's just when is Johnny Stones going to go out? Is now my burning question.
Yeah.
So you guys picking Stones? Final answer?
Yes, picking Stones. Final answer.
Stones. All right, I'm gonna go with you guys. He did. The one thing that I saw, the reason why I even made Foden an option is just because of the way the game changed as he came in as well.
Of course.
Figure with him being a bit of a game changer in that way, he deserves some cred. So we'll give him the honorable mention this one, but Stones, he definitely man of the match.
He ate and left no crumbs, as the kids say.
Are we about to go through the gamut of fucking teenage lingo tonight? Is that what's happened?
He went outside and touched grass. God damn it, dude. Oh my god! Honestly, dude, we can do this all day.
All right. Well, I'm gonna blow the whistle for the half.
Nice.
Let's go to break real quick. Come back. We'll finish this with a little city news, and then we'll do our bro talk and our questions and who's that baller. We'll be right back.
All Manchester City fans are glory hunting plastics. Every single one of them claims to have supported them since the 70s, even though they were only born in the 90s. But I'm willing to give Manchester City Plastics an opportunity to prove me wrong.
All right, welcome back from the break. Where's Chad?
Whoa, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Where's Chad?
Hey, fellas, can I give you a quick warning?
Yes.
When I finish my stuff today, I'm doing it currently from my mother's house right now.
All right.
And I only have 10% left in my phone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go as far as I can with you guys. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. So,
okay.
Let's city news real quick. We'll get through it right now.
Okay.
The first thing from this week from one of the pressers is Pep loves the weather. I find it very astonishing the amount of idiots who can't hear his sarcasm. Is it that hard? Is it that hard to understand?
That shows who are watching the pressers and who are reading just transcripts, I think. But even still, Pep.
You think that's it?
And people are just not smart at times. I'm sorry, call it is what it is, man. Like, it's you. If you've been following this team and following Pep, you know the way he speaks at this point. You know when he's being, when he's joking, when he's being facetious, when he's being serious. You should be able to tell that from reading it or hearing him say it. So spend a little extra time and watch the presser so you can see his mannerisms, see his face. He's clearly joking.
Yeah,
clearly joking.
Yeah, and if
they
you have
think
a problem,
that he says he wins these champions for his ego. So there's a video of that. So let that.
Yeah, and again, it's ridiculous. It's so frustrating sometimes to see what's on X and Instagram and the comment sections and everything about him and when anything that's revolve around stuff that he says that are pressers, because people just take any little thing that they can and run with it to either be outraged, pissed off, angry, throw shade at somebody without any kind of context. And it's like, can we please be smarter about shit? Like, it's not that hard to grasp. Please don't just take little clippets and run with your feelings, because it's not about your feelings.
No, it's about facts.
Kobe's feeling himself right now. I am, dog.
I am.
Do you see Steve?
Wait, I'm waiting for fucking Chad. I did see Steve. I know he's a Yinzer fan. I know he's a Yinzer fan. I'm waiting for fucking Chad. YETS. Yes, yes, yes.
There you go.
A little talk has now heated up, guys, with the potential transfer of Florian Wirtz this coming summer, according to ESPN.
Ooh. Okay.
I have to say that if ESPN's reporting it in America, that means there might be some weight to it. What do you guys feel Florian would do for our team? How do you feel he would contribute with what we already have? Will.
From what I follow, I mean, that's a good ass player, dude. I mean,
sure is.
it's not my Kimmich that I wanted, but that's pretty fucking close, dude. You know what I mean? So Florian Wirtz, he's still got a couple of years on the pitch, so I like it. I like it. I didn't think there was much weight to it, but now that you're saying that it's in the U.S., okay, let's make it happen, dude. Let's fucking make it happen.
I think so too. So, like, what should we do with our midfield at this point? I mean, we have Gundo for I think what 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
This one and next is an option, I believe.
So he's at an option for next season. Okay, so that option might need to be flexed out because, as we all know, everybody thinks it's 1 in, 1 out, right? And most times it is. This needs to be one of them times. I love Gundo. I love what he's done for the club. As we saw today, it wasn't enough. And if it's not enough now, especially against a low team like Wolves, what's it going to be against a bigger team? Yes, he plays better in bigger games. Let's keep him for them bigger games. We'll just reserve him for Champions League. Reserve him for the FA Cup.
I like that.
Right? Up until his contract is done, and then we bring Florian. But now we've got to also understand that if we do bring in Florian, there is going to be that period of him adjusting to City ball, Pep ball, if Pep's here, because God knows everybody's talking about whether he'll fucking be here or not next year. That's gotten on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah.
What Joe? What do you feel he possesses skill wise that will help bolster our midfield?
I think he and Phil, much like Phil, and if we were able to pry Musiala away from Bayern, I think both of those.
I don't think that's happening now.
I know. If it much like him, I think that combination of Wirtz and Foden long term would be a great combo as the 2 attacking mids in the current setup. Wirtz has great vision. He's a good progressor of the ball with it at his feet, and he's able to pick up the ball in tight spaces and find key passes. So I think he's a great fit. I would be happy with either of those 2 guys coming in. And to your point about having that buffer of time for him to adjust, I think it's great that we still have Bernie, because Bernie can clearly play that attacking role with Phil, much like Kevin plays in that space. So we won't necessarily have to have him flying out of the gate, needing him to be, plus there's Phil there also. So he's not coming in where he has to be the guy. He's just another key piece to the cog that is Man City, so he can take his time to grow with us and with our guys. And he's young, up and coming. He's playing under somebody who might be on the table for us in the future after Pep, and Xabi Alonso, who's playing great ball. So he's being coached up well. There's nothing not to like about Florian Wirtz coming in to the City side.
I'll take it. Knowing now that we only have a fraction of time with Will, I think it's probably best that we get into a bit of who's that baller.
Yeah, we want to have it. We want to have it with him too, because he'll be our first live guest to do it with us. So I think that's a great call.
Shit, hell yeah!
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and
crack another beer.
All right, so let's get into that. As you guys know, the rules already. I'm gonna put up a picture, a silhouette of whomever this may be. I'm gonna give you some clues as to who it might be. Please, everybody in the comments, feel free to join in on this part. We love that part. The clips are typically about 15 seconds. I'll give everybody at least 30 to make a choice. I think everybody's ready to play. So we're gonna get into our first one. Here's a cracker. I'm allowed to say that, right?
For the boys.
Yes, you are.
I'm allowed to say that, right?
Absolutely.
It's not like super PC or anything, right? All right, let's get into it. First guy, okay?
Okay.
He is a baller.
Oh, we got Will on the screen too. I can't see him.
Still here. Hey, I've been here for the whole podcast, dude. I don't know if I'm ruining your videos.
Will's face is plastered across the silhouette. His
It was.
screen.
Oh gosh.
Oh, been on all
Now
the
it's doing
videos.
it. You know why it's doing that? I'll tell you exactly why it's doing that. Because I didn't drag him down the list.
There we go.
Now it's
Hey, there you go, mate.
There we go. All right.
Good on ya.
So I'm gonna first couple of clues. All right.
Okay.
His stepdad. This is a clue and a fact. His stepdad is originally from Sunderland. Okay.
Okay.
He's Portuguese, Brazilian, actually born in Rio de Janeiro. Has connections to our new director of football operations. Do you know who this player is?
Now, these can be current, or they're just classic, or what? How are we feeling? What's going on?
This particular one is a current.
I know who it is.
And I'm going to say that is. You said Portuguese Brazilian, huh?
He is Portuguese Brazilian.
Could be only two people. And judging by the shadow and the comb over that's there, I'm going to say that's Ederson.
I'm with Aiden. That is Mateus Nunes.
Mateus Nunes?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay. I'm sticking with Eddie.
Alex says I know that hairline.
Yeah, that's a nice little comb over. I know that.
Do you know Eddie. Do you know the dead giveaway for me?
What is it?
Them big ass fucking ears.
It's Nunes,
baby.
Oh, it's Nunes, isn't it?
The big ass ears, bro.
Ears, dude. It is 100%. But Nunes.
Oh my god, that's so true, dude. That's a good one,
dude.
You got me there.
He got Will Smith level ears.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that fool can hear next week, bro. Damn. Okay.
All right. Second round. All right. He is not a current player. He is a legend.
All right.
Couple of things about this guy. He's compared to Xavi Hernandez. His playmaking ability as well. Or I'm sorry, he began at Valencia, known for his vision and playmaking ability. Let's see if we got answers down here.
David Silva.
Oh shit, Cam's in here now. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let the arguing commence.
I'm gonna give you one last clue.
Okay.
He's Spanish.
This is a city legend?
City legend, Spanish, began at Valencia, known for his vision and playmaking ability, and is compared to Xavi Hernandez.
Yeah, David Silva.
That's got to be Baldy David Silva. Because I see no hairline.
Is that your final answer, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we get anything in the comment. I want to wait till we see anything in the comments yet.
Alex says Fernandinho.
Starting in Valencia? Hell no.
I believe this is Joe Chill's favorite fucking player.
He's who got me. It's the bald one too. Told you, right? Baldy David Silva. El Mago.
I was gonna use his different hairstyles.
He's had quite a few.
He had quite a few. I was gonna use his hairstyles as a guessing point, but I felt that was entirely too easy if I'd have done that.
I love the baldy look. That's great. That brings me back to a fun time. That season, the Centurion season was, and they did it, and that was when his son was born and struggling in the hospital.
Ooh.
So that was they rallied around him. That was wonderful.
Right.
Great pick on the photo.
Yeah. Remember that speech that Pep had?
Oh, yep. On the
don't just do it for us. Don't just do it for the team.
For David Silva.
Do it for David's son. For his son that's in the hospital.
That was on the All or Nothing documentary.
Yep. That's crazy.
All right, guys.
All right. I like that one. That was a softball. That was a softball right there.
That was a bit of a softball. This is going to be the curveball of the evening, fellas. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? He is not. He is not a city legend, nor was he ever a player. However, he is an ardent City fan. He was born in Ardwick. He produced Modest Mouse. Do you know who this City supporter is?
Okay, I mean, that fucking shadow, dude.
It is pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
The stance, the shoulders.
See, I put this one on here tonight specifically because a couple of our comrades over in Minnesota recently hung out with him. Chris and Liz from the Twin Cities Citizen OSC. So I figure that was a good one to put up. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been another. It could have been another fucking Ted Lasso character. Somebody would have bitched about that.
Yeah, tour.
I think we already did. Yeah. We did. Yeah.
I believe we did.
I like that game, guys. Hell yeah! How long you guys been doing this on the podcast or what?
We've been doing this for about 4 or 5 weeks.
I was gonna say about a month. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
New edition.
Yep, we do a new edition every Sunday night. So if you guys want to join in and play and just banter with us, please show up. Be a part of the
fellas.
He's got to go.
Fellas, I only have 1% left, and I just don't want to be disconnected. So I want to thank you guys for having me on the podcast once again. Ohio, god damn it, I loved it with you guys. It was dope hanging out with you guys. Absolutely. And then again, we have the World Cup coming up. And it's on the West Coast and the East Coast. So if you guys come out to the West Coast, let's fucking party, brothers. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can. That's just funny. But yeah, man. Again, thank you for having me on the podcast, and I fucking love you guys.
Absolutely.
Dude. Your podcast is the best, and you guys keep doing a great job, man.
Thank you so much. We're really happy to be working with you guys, and we hope to see greatness for you guys as well. Let's just keep the community going. Let's help each other, and we can only go up from here.
Hey, and again, guys, come on, City, man. Let's fucking
come on, City,
baby. Come on, City. You fucking know. All right, my brothers. Love you guys. And,
love you too, bud.
See you for the next one, brothers.
For sure. Thank you for coming on, bud.
Yes, sir. Later, bros.
Later. Okay. Oh, he's still there. He's still there.
He turned sideways too.
He's sideways. Dude, loved having him on, man. Loved having him on.
Such a blast.
I'm gonna fix the screens a little bit. How about that? I was gonna cut out some stuff, but at least
make us a little bigger,
right? So yeah, we didn't obviously get to do any Q&A with him, so we're gonna just kind of bro it out for a little bit. Thank you everybody who's been in the comments tonight. We love seeing all the familiar faces, the guys that are always there for us. Like, that really means a lot to us. The show of support, we've had some recent happenings, specifically on X. There has been some riffraff from across the pond. I have to say this just up front and be completely transparent with everybody. It's really hard to sit there and watch people what's happening to my screen. It's really hard to sit there and watch people post certain things on Twitter, specifically people from across the pond who are putting their 2 cents into American politics. We don't talk about your politics. I don't think it's in good faith for you to be talking about ours, especially when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not saying that we're cutting relationships with people, but there are certain ones that we're looking at and saying, you ain't our people. Let's think about what we say before we say it on the internet. Because you could be putting yourself in a situation to where somebody don't want to work with you because you said something out of pocket. Know what you're saying, mean what you're saying. But if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, don't comment on it.
It doesn't need to be spoken. Yeah. Exactly.
And if you know if you're watching this and you know that I'm talking about you, let's have a conversation, a real conversation. Me and you, not over the internet. Let me learn you on some things, because us as Americans, we do see what's going on here. We do see the nastiness that happens between people. And we also see how people turn on each other, especially when it comes to politics. And I'm not for that. I don't like doing that. Exactly. Alex.
Yes.
City and podcast and politics, please keep it separate. You want to talk about politics, do it on another profile. That's all fine and good. But if you've got city all up on your shit and it's part of your name, and you're talking about stuff that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, like, just don't, because you're going to end up making an ass of yourself. We all have different views, and that's all fine and good. It's not me. It's not me being protective of American politics. It's I would rather have a mature conversation with somebody about what's going on here, rather than you just jiving off of what the fucking mainstream media tells you. That's wrong behavior. Like, if you're only listening to what BBC and CNN and Fox News or whatever your news outlet is, you're misinformed for the most part, because it's always a biased opinion on either side.
Anytime you get one source of information for whatever it is, be it football, be it cooking,
and that
be it politics, one source of information is never smart to get your information from. You need to check multiple sources so you can be informed on what you're speaking on. That's the biggest thing here. If you don't know something, it's okay to say, you know what, I don't really know about this. I need to learn a little bit more before I can have an opinion on something. But in today's day and age, it's, I have an opinion, I'm putting it out there, and everybody's got to accept my opinion for what it is.
Right.
Guess what? Opinions can be wrong. You're allowed to tell people that opinions are wrong. I don't care. People say, well, it's opinion, it can't be wrong. Yes, it can. Absolutely can be wrong.
There are absolutes in life. There are absolutes. Because there are facts. If there weren't facts, then there can't be absolutes, right? This, as Joe said, this also applies to the game. Like, there's a lot of people that just take misinformation and spread it. Did you look to see if that was
Verify
even fucking true? Or are you just trying to play the first click game? Because if you're doing that, bro, you look dumb. You look real dumb. We learned that. We're only saying things like this because we've grown and learned through these processes of what to do and what not to do. And a lot of it is a maturity-based thing. It's really hard for me to, and I'm not trying to play ageism here, but it's really hard for me to have a real civil conversation about anything with somebody who is a decade off from me, because literally your views on life are so much different, especially as you get older. They will grow and they will blossom and whatever. Hopefully they just go the right way, and they come with a bit of common sense. I'm gonna use that slogan, common sense, which is not what the world is full of today. So off of that bullshit.
Did you see the ladies also had a comeback win today? Man
Yes,
City ladies also against Villa went down early in the first half and scored 2 goals in the second to come back from behind to win another match and keep their place atop the ladies table. So same scoreline, 2-1 victory for both the ladies and the women's of the club, doing big things. Jill Roard scored first goal back from being out for a long period of time, being injured. Lauren Hemp continued doing what she does, which is put the ball in the back of the net for City. So excited for both sides of the club to get 2-1, come from behind dubs. So super excited about that. Really cool that it happened on the same day.
Yeah. How often does that actually happen?
Very rarely. So
never.
It doesn't. So great stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes.
City till I die, baby.
It's really, it's just awesome seeing the club just like rise into the top through all the bullshit.
Across the board. Yep. Across the board. It's youth, women, men, We're the best. We're the best running club in the world.
Can I ask you how weird it was watching Forbes play for Wolves?
Dude,
today?
that was so strange, man.
Oh
like,
my god!
I have a buddy who's an Ajax fan, so I was when he went there, I was like, dude, you guys are getting a baller. He's going to be awesome for you. And then it didn't go great, much like that happens with young guys going to new leagues, new countries. Like, it's a tough. It didn't work out great for him, but he looked pretty decent at times for Wolves. He was threatening a few times, but like, it was definitely strange seeing him come on in a yellow kit and not playing for us. Because when he was with us in our EDS, he was wrecking that second the Premier League 2. He was crushing it. So it would have been nice to have him not jump the gun too early and leave and hang around a little longer and get some first team reps, much like Oscar Bob did last year. Because we clearly, obviously now, especially with Alvarez left, we kind of could use another striker at this point to spell and sometimes provide a different look than Holland. So sometimes the youth guys jump the guns and want to go get that first team minutes with the and take it for wherever they can get it. So patience sometimes is good.
You know, one thing that I see with that too, I think there's a lot of players out there that when they do go sign somewhere else, it's that they want to be a difference maker somewhere. They want to help elevate a team. Like, you're going to Wolves, like, you got to understand you've got a big mountain fucking climb before you're going to be anything, right? You're going in there trying to be a difference maker. That's a fucking tall glass of water, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Buckle up for the ride. That's all I can say. But I am really excited for his future. See what happens in his career, because he did look fucking good on the ball when they were playing today, man. Jesus, man.
Smart runs. Real smart diagonal runs instead of just making a straight run into space. He was like, let me cut here. And different day, maybe he scores there, but.
Mm-hmm. Big facts. Let me see. Cole Palmer is given Cody youth players hope.
Yep.
They can be different things. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah, the academy, the products that are coming out of there. I mean, they. I don't know what else to say about it, man. It's just one good product after another. It sucks that we can't harvest all of that or all of that fucking talent and use it for our own. But I mean, we have, bar none, the best 23 that you can possibly field at the same time. Like, let's be real. That's not me fucking being a super gloater here, but like, you look at the rest of everybody else's teams, and you can't look at somebody's bench and say, man, I wish he was on. You look at our bench and you're like, damn, options. Okay,
options for days.
Hold on, Alex. Hold on. I just had this whole conversation. With my kid. Why? Why did we fucking let him go? Good Rico's in for us and he's doing all that shit, but God bless it. Pedro has looked real good for fucking Tottenham. Cam, I'm sure you love hearing me say that.
Right?
$100 million dog. I mean, man. All right, now it's not fun.
Well, congratulations for whooping the pants off of West Ham yesterday, my guy.
Yes, I will give you that. Although West Ham did come out and score one on you rather quickly. You need to sort that out.
ASAP.
Let's see, where are we at? We're about a minute or an hour and 15. You're welcome.
The way you said that.
I'm really good with that sometimes.
The way you said that because of the kissy face was... Damn it.
Yeah. So what? They scored a goal on you. You conceded it. I mean, it's West Ham.
They are shit now. Oh my
They're
god,
shitty shit.
they are a shit show.
What is happening with these London teams, man? Like it's shocking that the biggest city in that fucking country and not one of them is really a high contender, and it's usually us boys up north.
They have an absurd amount of teams in that area. Like
Literally.
half of the Premier League is all stationed in London.
Right. Still blows my mind, right? How you can have that many teams in one city.
We think like 3 is a lot in New York for basketball or football or something like that,
right?
And they have like across all tiers of English football, like so many. So it's a weird concept for us over here.
It really is. Which is stuff that we've talked about before too, with the MLS and it growing, and even as much as integrating USL and USL2 into making a pyramid scheme to where there can be promotion and relegation. The only way that it's ever really going to happen here is if there's like 8 fucking teams in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just no other way around it. Because you're going to have to be and LA too. Yeah. Dallas could even be another one. They're so big. Miami could have 3 fucking teams. Like,
that's how it have to work.
It would have to work that way, or also, I mean, and technically in a lot of these cities they do. I mean, because like you look at Miami, they have Inter Miami, then they have Miami FC. Not so much teams in the lower tiers. Yeah, exactly. Pyramids. It's. Hold on, Cam. I got something for you. God damn it! I've had a good time with you guys in here tonight.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys being in here tonight and hitting the comments and stuff like that. We see a bunch of people here on X. Y'all ain't saying shit.
It's all coming from YouTube.
It's all coming from YouTube. The 4 people watching.
And again,
come on, y'all.
Like, was it a week or so ago when Evan chimed in?
We are always technical difficulty. That's not even a word. I just made it up. I bushed it. X is too posh. You were absolutely right, dude. There's so many. I'm sorry. I'm gonna while he's doing that, I'm just gonna say some bullshit. There are so many fucking twat farts on fucking Twitter. If it wasn't for the amount of followers we have, I swear I would fucking wipe that shit clean. And honestly, like, Twitter users, they're so, dude. 80% of the people that are on there that talk shit don't know what the fuck they're saying. And it goes right back to that whole mainstream media thing. They literally are just fucking parrots. They say whatever fucking somebody said on Talk Shite and think that it's fucking it's gospel. It's bullshit, dude. Like, and Instagram can get that way too, especially you go digging deep into the comments.
But at least with IG, like there's pictures and other stuff that when you're scrolling, you see on X. Yeah. All you see is just the stupid ass comments constantly coming across. So,
let's engage.
Facts.
Oh man, I had a whole thing on Instagram that I was just about to say too. Instagram is a bitch, and honestly, there's a part of it that feels like it's a little oversaturated. I don't really understand the whole. I'm gonna like a picture that you pulled from the Man City page or one of the top pages, but I'm not gonna like anything original that you make. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, are there that many fucking sheep here? IG is not what it used to be. Yeah, people are just fucking sheep, dude. There's no room for originality.
All the same stuff, all the same copy and pasted captioned photos that people use because it's all the same shit. All the big accounts there circulate the same information, and the same picture of whoever they're talking about. They utilize the same picture somebody else did just to get into, I guess, whatever algorithm other people are in, and it's just the lack of pushing like original content is so frustrating.
Yeah, all the reshare edits makes me. Yeah,
it makes you not want to be
ridiculous.
On there. Exactly.
It's ridiculous. Like, dude, anybody can put fucking words on a picture, and I'm sorry, Alex. Like, I know you guys do it too, but like, it's the City Rambles. It's the City Extra. Dude. It's like, dude, I can go to the fucking Man City page and get the same fucking info. The point of Instagram from its original inception was to share photos of your life, right? That's why modern music sucks too, dude. Modern music has been on a fucking downtrend for 20 years. But I don't understand where originality and creativity has fallen by the wayside and is not accepted. That doesn't equate for me. And I'm not sitting here saying that we're the most artistic fucks in the room. I'm saying, like, at least we put effort into being not like everybody else. Isn't that kind of the point? Isn't that kind of the point of us doing it? We're all going to have our slight little differences, things that separate us from each other, but we're all still in the same community. I'm at a very big loss there. And it really, like, it takes the fucking wind out of my sails a lot of the times, to the point where I don't even want to fucking do it. It's just, what's it worth? Nobody cares about the fucking shit that I'm doing. But, I'll get a ton of likes if I repost a picture of Pep. We know we know what you have gone through with this, bud. It's bullshit. It really is. The whole copywriting thing too. Like, this is also a big part in why we started doing stuff on Rumble, is because they don't flag shit like YouTube or fucking or even like Instagram does. I mean, we can't. I don't think that we've ever even tried to put ourselves on Instagram. I don't even know if we have enough followers to do that, because that's apparently a thing. I know we can't do it on Facebook because we don't really put any time into our Facebook. It's kind of just if it gets translated over into from Instagram, cool, but Facebook's really mostly for old farts anyways.
Facts. It's definitely uninspiring.
Extremely.
It's frustrating, dude, because it's like they want you to conform to what everything else is doing. This algorithm, it's all about zeros and ones in a fucking computer system instead of the content that's actually being created. But keywords get pulled out, key images get pulled out, and that's how you like do it, instead of being an original thought provoker and having your own opinions and feelings and creation. It's frustrating,
dude. The fan base in total would grow by 5, 6, 7 times if we were allowed to fucking do third-party content like you guys have been doing. Some of your videos are actually really fucking good, and the fact that they get taken down because you use the likeness of a fucking player, it's bullshit. How many other fucking sports are doing that shit? How many other, you look at the NBA, you look at the NFL, you look at fucking, the NHL. There's tons of fucking podcasts that use the likeness of fucking players that are on those teams. I don't see any of them getting flagged.
Especially if we're trying to use clips that we've gotten off of City Plus, which we pay to fucking
pay for. MLB cracks down hard. Well, that's also because the MLB is like the MLB is the Premier League of America. I said what I said. It's because of how long the game has been going on, because there are so many deep-rooted people. They don't want anything tainting the game. And I get it to a certain extent. But, also, baseball's not growing quite as much as it was 30 years ago. I remember watching baseball 30 years ago. It was fun to watch. Now you watch it, and I know you guys are big Dodgers fans, Alex, but and Cubs, right? But the game has gotten not fun anymore. Like, steroids fucked it up for me, in all honesty. Bat flip bombs does well. Is that a content creator? Oh, he said no Cubs. he has renounced himself as a Chicago person. All right.
Cubbies fans.
Cubbies fans. You know what? I've been to Wrigley Field. I went there for a Dead and Company show, and I was understanding how old that baseball stadium is. I was impressed with how good it still looks. You go to some of the older stadiums. I mean, even before like the Vet was knocked down, I would much rather go to a fucking Cubbies game than ever see the fucking Phillies play in that fucking stadium ever. Vet was awful. What's another really bad baseball stadium? Joe Robbie wasn't that great even back in its day when it was Joe Robbie. Now it's Hard Rock now, but and Marlins have their own fucking stadium.
The old Twins Dome was pretty awful.
Yeah. Although one of the greatest fucking or sports 100%. Movies and was filmed in that place. So.
Yes, Cam.
Angel Stadium, yeah.
A shithole.
Absolute fucking Oakland.
It's like they're one brain. As soon as Cam said Angel Stadium,
right? You couldn't ever tell if they were fucking brothers. Hold on, I need full confirmation on this. As I see it, you guys do look remarkably alike. Are you twins, or are you like separated in years? Because I know Cam just graduated, but I mean, like anybody could have went back to school. I went back to school. What up, Georgie?
There he is.
There he is.
Extra medium himself.
Right. Can confirm we are twins. Awesome. That's dope.
George, y'all could have helped us out a little bit with, at least getting a draw with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Come on, George. Inspire the boys to do better.
Yeah. What kind of fan are you? If you aren't pumping them up and do you need to be taught how to be a fan? Do you want to come over to this side?
Again, we'll welcome you with open arms. With the side, brother.
Alex is the best man I know.
That's so sweet.
You brotherly love.
Oh,
so nice.
Air hugging.
Oh, you're gonna bring it up. Why do we gotta bring it up? Well, I mean, this is not a football podcast at all.
Alex, camera's out of control. Alex is just wild.
You would know. You've had a little bit more experience with them, I suppose, right? Being that you're literally just down the 8 from them, right? Yeah. For all of you West Coast people, we're the only real West Coast people in here that know that. So, yeah, it is kind of a stain. Although I do have quite a few Chelsea friends, so I would rather support a blue than support a red. I'll tell you that.
Big facts.
Oh man, guys, you have been so awesome tonight. Thank you so much for being in here tonight, supporting homies. I know we've got to do better about that. Our schedules are not the best, especially with having kids who play travel. Him because he's got 2, me because I'm traveling a much greater distance on weekends than most.
Yep.
Just even for a home game. So, George hits me on when he's in SoCal sometimes. Well, so you got Georgie, do you go up there a bunch?
Inquiring minds.
We're inquiring minds. Great. It does suck having homies on a far other coast.
Yeah,
it really does. Like, I really wish we all lived a lot closer. Maybe when we're older and have more money, we can just travel and see each other more often and have live podcasts. And
hell yeah, dude.
Listen, Will needs to make me another one of them fucking tequila drinks. All right.
with some tahini on the rim.
But that's, oh my God, bro. Shit was so good. Hawaii was a great time. Everybody missed out. Sorry you did. So we are closing in on the hour and a half mark. I do want to do one thing, and I want to send a special shout out to Barber Docs. He is doing the Lord's work over there. And for me personally, I had my mother, she was a hairstylist growing up. So I understand that struggle and that hustle. I should say, not a struggle, but a hustle. What he's doing is super cool. Like, he's got this van, he goes and parks it in front of the Etihad. We even tried to help a little bit this past week, trying to get Scott Carson in his chair. I hope that it happens for him. I think maybe Scotty might be a little too old to be asking. I probably would go after like Nico O'Reilly, being that he's young and he probably doesn't have a bunch of shit established. So he might not have like a dedicated barber, if you feel what I'm saying. But he's doing great work. Really, he inspires me a little bit, because I just watching somebody grind that hard and do what he does. Like, I can't feel a certain type of way about it. So shout out to you, Barber Docs. We love you. We hope you're doing great. And maybe one time we could have you on with you in your truck, so we get that whole picturesque, like, dude's got city shit out the wazoo in there. It's so cool. I honestly thought for a long time, when he up until I saw the picture of the van, that it was just like this real like skinny hallway type barber place. And I was blown away by the fact that it was mobile. But yeah,
so dope.
Super dope. Shout out to you, homie. Joe, you got anything you want to get off your chest? Because I really did just talk a bunch there.
That's okay. There's a good reason behind it, and a good message. So all good, man.
You got anything to leave us off with, or any final thoughts for the night?
I absolutely love doing this with you, whether we have a lot of comments or not. But it certainly helps the pod itself when we have y'all jumping into comments like this. So, echoing what you said earlier about appreciating how many people are in there engaging with us. It's fun to talk back and forth with you guys and give us talking points. So this is continuing to grow. We're getting more engagement from our comments throughout the last couple of weeks. So super excited to see that continue to grow. Please share with us, share our stuff with others, and help them jump in. It's a lot of fun engaging with you guys. But like I said, Colby, whether we have 2 people in here making comments or it's just me and you shit talking the whole time, I just have a great time, because
I do too, buddy.
This is great. It's a nice way to unwind after a long weekend of footy with our children. So
for sure. It's always listening to Snobby about Hollywood, reading Kane's blogs. You got a fan here, gents. Yeah, dude. Again, George, 3 things. Okay. First, you have a seat here. Second, you have not ordered a fucking shirt yet, and you said you would like fucking 5 times. I'm not gonna hold you to it. Appreciate anybody who gets in our store and helps us out. I think it's super cool. But yeah, dude. Third thing, when are you gonna change sides? I need to know.
We're gonna keep wearing you down, brother.
I am. I'm buying it now. We'll see. Hey, listen, every single shirt, I know who buys what, when, and how. Double extra medium. That's right. Guys, it's been real. Thank you all for coming in here tonight, hanging out with us. If you love what we do, make sure that you share our content. Reciprocity. That's a good word, isn't it? Reciprocity. So, if we do for you, well, do for us. You do for us, we do for you. It's as simple as that. Call to action. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell to make sure that you keep up with all of us, and make sure that you hit those comments if you're seeing this later. Until Wednesday, Joe's going to leave you with a little music.
I'm going to do the music. Here we go.
Yeah.
We are going to go with...
Love you, George. Guardiola, we got Guardiola. Yeah, roll on. Guardiola, we got